Welcome everyone. I'd like to introduce you to our MyDealer page. You're going to go to mygve.com/MyDealer, and it'll bring you to the page we're looking at here. And you can either click sign in or create new account. If you're unsure if you've already got an account, you can contact your local parts manager at your local GVE. And so we're going to go ahead and click sign in because we've got an account we're going to work through. Enter your username at the top there and your password down below. You have the option here where you can select remember me, and it'll remember you the next time you come back. And also, if you've forgotten your username or password, there's also a link down below here as well. We'll just go ahead and click login. So what you're going to see across the top is we've got a link to my GVE website here, and in the middle you can see any of your overdue, current, or future owing invoices. And then on the right here you'll see your top parts purchases. Over on the left hand side here we have home button, my account, equipment, parts, my quotes, and we've got alternate links. As you can also see here in the middle of the page, search bar where you can search any invoices right from here. And as you can see off to the right, there's a drop down. You can also search through your equipment, rentals, shop for parts, parts purchase, and quotes. You can select all that through here as well. Back to the top, you go to your My Account tab. You click on Profile. You're going to see all of your business information and contact information. And if any of that needs to be updated, you can do that here. In the bottom right here, you can hit save. It'll save those changes, and it'll notify your dealership that we need to update information on our side as well. The other thing you can do here is you can select change password. If you'd like to update your password, you can do that right here as well. Going back up to over to the left, you can see under invoices. Again, it'll show you anything you have outstanding or current. You can select all history, so you can search by location, Morden, Altona, Killarney, and Treeherne. You can also narrow it down by department, and you can select date ranges. Next thing you can see on the left here is the statements tab. And here you can look back and see all of your statements. They're really handy for looking up invoices or statements on your own time. You don't have to worry about calling into the dealership looking for a copy that you're missing or want to see some information that you've been looking for. It's all right here at your fingertips. So now we're going to move over to the equipment tab. You'll see here we're going to focus just under my equipment, and in this case we've got an S680 combine here. You'll have your complete list will show up here, everything that we have on file for you. If you look over on the far right hand side here, there's a little star. We're going to select that now, and it's going to show up as blacked out. I'm going to explain that later on. It's going to pertain to our parts ordering. So now if you click on the piece of equipment, you'll see all the information on the piece of equipment. You'll see hours. If you look over onto the right hand side, we have a few features here. I'll just walk you through them. At the top, you can request service. You can either select machine down and describe what it is that you need. You can update your hours. So if you see the hours that we have on file aren't right and you'd like them to be updated, here's a spot where you can do that. You can also add service history. This is going to be for your own records as you'd like to put it in there. And you can mark if the machine's ready to sell or trade. And as well, you can also select if you no longer own this piece of equipment. So what that's going to do is as you move forward with ordering parts, we're going to tie in here. You can search by serial number specific parts catalogs, and that's what this little box down here in the bottom left is going to do, John Deere parts catalog. So when you click on this, it brings you right into the specific catalog for this piece of equipment. So that's why I say if you want to clean up your equipment listing with us and you see there's lots on here that we no longer own, this is a nice opportunity here where you can just select the no longer own. But we're going to go into the parts catalog now. If you've ordered parts online previously, this should all look familiar to you. And as you can see, here's your serial number. pops up over here. This is in a catalog that's specific to this range of serial number, but even within these ranges, there are breakdowns. And as you can see, if you look down onto the right, you see engine accessories and engine. Normally in this range, you would actually have 3 different engine options, but it's taken out the ones that don't pertain to you. This is going to be the option that is relevant for this combine. So we're just going to walk this through, and we're going to look up air filter. And in this case, we'll take the cab filter. You can see there's a nice breakdown here for you. This will also show you price, and it says if we've got it in stock. Also take note if there's an aftermarket or alternative option. You can see here we have a hyperlink. You can select view alternative parts, and it'll show you this option here. It'll also show you, in this case, there's an A&I option and an alternative one. This one here would be a carbon filter, primarily used on sprayers, but it is the same fit. It is an alternative option for this. So if we go add to cart, then let's go to the checkout in the top right and go to the shopping cart, and you'll see it still says in stock. We can change our quantities. We can add extra parts manually here if we'd like, but we're going to proceed to checkout, and this will bring you right back into your MyDealer page. Now earlier I mentioned that we checked off that star beside the combine. That comes into play here. You see on the left hand side where it says unit. If we want to mark this parts order, especially if you have multiple lines, you want to mark what this is for, you can open this box, and by selecting that star, that puts that piece of equipment in a list here, and we can select the combine. And so now this line is marked for that machine. And as you can see, it tells availability. We've got Morden selected as our store. It says location availability 12, total availability 28. The drop-down menu will show you what is in all 4 stores. Checkout items. Here you can add in any reference numbers, purchase order, descriptions, comments, anything you'd like. And you can change the store to whichever store you'd like to pick up the parts at. And then you can submit once you've got that all filled out. So from here, we're going to continue into the parts options. You can also look up previous shopping lists. As you can see here, there's a saved filter list. You can create lists from year to year. You're going to use very often the same numbers. Under My Orders, you can also see any open or pending orders. If you've got outstanding parts you're waiting for that have been on back order, you can see if they're been picked up or if they're still here. Tab below parts, it says My Quotes. This is where you can go if you want to see parts or service quotes. Don't have to be emailed. You don't have to worry about losing emails or losing a paper copy. We can push these quotes straight to here, so you can view it at any time. And next thing on the list here at the bottom is we have links. So we have links to our A&I aftermarket parts, that page, and there's also a link to Borgo Industries parts lookup as well. So if you've got Borgo equipment, you can also look up and order those parts through here. So this has been a brief overview of everything you can do on MyGVE MyDealer page. If you've got any further questions or need assistance checking to see if you have an account or need help setting up a new account, please contact your local Green Valley Parts Department, and they'll be very happy to help you out. In the top right corner here, in the gear, again, we have those links to the A&I page and the Borgo page, and as well, this is where you go to log out. Thank you.